everything feels pointless and empty, yet okay in its pointless emptiness. Trying to be the one who takes the chaos and turns it into something else. To be a lone adventurer, walking with bravery into the emptiness until the edge of the cliff, the tightrope slips. Am I to walk a path as this? Or is there sudden happiness, surprise, something else? I've been living that path as best I can. The adventurous one, where you go out with nothing on your back and an unclear destiny or destination. You have beautiful, terrible experiences along the way. You take on scars through sudden battles. You sleep under stars. You meet the others on the path. Your stories unfold, collide, propel, divide. You earn your badge of courage, of cleverness, of spirit. You build a life from the pieces of what built it. So I wrote that story stuff in early July. It's August now, admittedly, but I continue to build. Slowly, but with intent. A sense of purpose beyond the bounds of time. Truth be told, posting July and August just seems appropriate to the spirit of the month. July was elusive, a bit of a revelation, a rebellion, a raging against expectation. It brought me into a different view of my path, my platform, my artistic creation. I've found myself spinning a bit in all the pieces and parts of my Seussian Franken machine. To be honest, it's been quite confusing. I think that sense of confusion and unnecessary elaborateness spilled out into my design in July. I turned it into a larger project than it probably needed to be. And the title page swirled around as this mess of movement and color in my mind, and I just wasn't sure at all how to pin it down. A larger theme going on, you could say, for me in my life, right now. Right now. I decided to take the expectation and shove it just a little bit. Take some time to slow down, take a moment, make a new plan. Revel in the freedom of being separate from your creation while you can. Take this moment to really make it your own, I decided. I started journaling, bullet journaling, because I wanted to be like all of the people that do it. Their lives seem so perfect and so full of good things. Their aesthetics are the stuff of dreams. They're the self-help blueprint playing out on the screen. I think maybe it's okay to let journaling be a little more fluid, to let it live a bit with you. It feels better to let it be a little messy for a while, a little wild, a little unsure. This creation is slowly becoming something different than when it began. I'm just trying to get out of the way and listen. All right, now, after that exceptionally moody and pensive intro, on to the theme this month, which happens to be lighten up. Have some fun. Lightning, heart, moon, sun. So delicious. Let's get popping. Truth be told, I haven't been feeling exactly easy breezy fun lately. So I was hoping to kind of channel that sort of feeling through my design this month, hoping it would, I don't know, create that movement. I don't know. I guess I just hoped that maybe if I created something a little more fun and lighthearted, then the rest of my life would follow suit. And I think it did. I think it did, in a way. Maybe not all swirling soda fun with the bright colors like the design, but I did have fun. I do feel lighter. Just the act of letting myself relax a little. Because let me tell you, there was a moment, July, the last day of July, where I knew this video was not going to be done. But instead of beating myself up about it, I had a moment where I released the feeling and I just let it be. And I decided that was just part of the theme. That was just part of the thing. And I was going to roll with it. And I felt a lot better after that. And that's how this video came to be as it is. July and August. But don't worry, August is coming, has already begun, as far as timing and journal design. So as far as biting off more than one can chew, I made basically a little product design launch just for fun for this design. And here are the flavors that I came up with. We have lemon lightning, mulberry moon, honeydew heart, and starfruit sun. Those were the flavors that I came up with for this faux product launch design. Now, I work in marketing, so maybe part of the resistance this month to this design was perhaps how much it felt like work while insisting on being fun. Continuing this idea of work that feels like fun. So I ran a few different polls on my Instagram page this month, just to get your guys' feedback on my design, and I had a lot of fun with that. I got some really interesting feedback, and it was very helpful and very fun. At the beginning, there were some color elements of my design that I wasn't sure about, so I did a poll with you guys, and here are the results of that poll. I was a little unsure about some of the color combinations, specifically on the mulberry moon. The top vote for moon was the purple and teal combination, which is what I ended up going with in the end. Thanks so much for your feedback, guys. I think we made the correct decision. As far as the starfruit sun goes, at first I was going between either just the two colors, the orange and the yellow, or throwing in a third color with the brown. The brown, yellow, and orange combination is the one that actually won the vote. However, when I actually started laying out the design and seeing how the colors were working together on the page, I realized that the brown was just one color too many. I also realized that the yellow and the orange combination wasn't exactly working because each can has the color of the emblem, the icon, the logo, whatever you want to call it, and the color of the bottom half of the can. I wanted each to have two colors. And so I realized that if I were to have the yellow sun, then that would mean both the lightning bolt and the sun were both yellow, which is not what I wanted. So, what do? I thought to myself. Then the solution hit me. Green, a green sun. I thought this strange color combo went quite well together after I tried the colors side by side, and it actually made much more sense than the yellow because of the starfruit flavor of the drink inside. So, sorry guys, I didn't mean to totally disregard the poll results in this case. I just went a different direction to make the design a little more cohesive in the end. So, the design is done. I've posted it to Instagram. The sodas have been seen. And I'm sitting here wondering, which of the sodas would be the favorite one? Now, I had a hypothesis, and I was just very curious to see what would end up being the favorite flavor, if there even would be. So I ran a poll. I asked, which soda flavor would you choose? And at first it seemed that the starfruit sun was pulling ahead, which was not my expectation. My guess going in was that lightning lemon would be the most popular one. But it became apparent pretty early on that there was no one clear favorite. The choices were actually pretty evenly split. Another thing that I noticed is that the people who responded to the poll seemed to share similar personality characteristics with one another. Just loosely. I'm not saying there was any clear precision to it. It was just kind of an intuitive grasp. So I found this interesting, and I decided to turn it into a personality quiz. I'll end this video with that quiz, so you can take it yourself and see if your favorite soda matches your personality. But first, the final results. Which soda flavor was the favorite? Well, it turns out my initial hypothesis was right. Lemon Lightning was the favorite, by just a little bit. And interesting enough, the Starfruit Sun, which I thought was going to be the favorite just from the first few votes, ended up being the least popular of the bunch. So you never know. You never know what will happen as time goes along. So I ended up getting 37 votes total between the 2 polls on my different Instagram pages and the write-in votes after the fact. 37 votes. That's more participation than I expected, so thank you all. Thank you so much to the people who participated in my game for July. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you did too. We had 13 votes for Lemon Lightning, 8 votes for Honeydew Heart, 5 votes for Starfruit Sun, and 11 for Mulberry Moon. So for this sweet summertime theme, I'll end with a story. An experience I had during the creation. Making that title page that eluded me, I was having a really hard time making the lightning bolt. I just kept redrawing it, and time again, it was not correct. Something wasn't right. All of the rest of the designs came together. But that lightning bolt, somehow I just couldn't quite grasp it. I realized in the process that it was something about the grid. While the grid was helpful in the other shapes, somehow it was throwing my perception of the lightning bolt off. And I wrote this diary entry about it. Trying to draw a lightning bolt, but couldn't get it quite right. I was focusing on the wrong through line, it turns out. What other through lines have I been missing? So what I ended up doing is I was trying to follow a certain line to draw it, when I really needed to be focusing on a different center line. And once I found that, the shape came together. This life is like a conversation, a swirl, a mess of color. Sometimes in the middle it can feel like a disaster. You can feel like you're never going to get there. But just keep going. It's okay to step in your own time. In spite of the initial vagueness of my vision, the design became quite interesting in the end. I think that's a good thing to keep in mind when it comes to creations. You don't have to know everything to begin. Just find your own way to have some fun. Pin down your mess of colors as best you can.